that's how women have learned to do, even with y'all friends. Like if you.
Men still don't leave men out. It's just like football.
I know, but here's
know,
what I'm saying. I'm trying to get men to understand. Yeah. That's the only reason I'm saying. I'm trying to get men to understand because they always. I've heard a lot in the YouTube community and other communities where women have a problem with accountability and women don't hold other women accountable.
Just
and they say
it's like football. You know how in football they have where you play your positions and you have to communicate with that other person and you throw the ball for the next person to catch it?
Yeah.
If they're not ready to catch that pass, it's going to be a fumble.
Yeah.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Our last topic and then we out. All right. And this is important because it goes with that. It goes with the Christian Rock. It goes with the Megan Thee Stallion. It goes with the pretty much black women. Mm-hmm. And I've always had this thing because we want black men to come to support our communities. We want black men to help fix the community and stand up and teach our young and all of this other things. But I had this big issue because I've always been thinking, like, why there not enough successful women going back and teaching the young women how to get out of, how to prevent themselves from ending up in a single mother household.
Yeah.
And then I found out why. I was watching something else talking about Christian Rock, and this was Mr. J Hill's network podcast. And he had Just Hilarious, the comedian.
Yeah.
He had Just Hilarious on there, and they brought up the conversation about Christian Rock. And this is what she said.
She from Baltimore.
Christian Rock. I definitely was ready to say something about that. Because I was about to jump in her DM and tell her, look, yo, what you doing? It ain't it. But to be honest with you, Shorty's young. Shorty is from here. She done seen, she done been through some, and nothing that I tell her right now will matter because she's in it. She's getting the most money that she's ever gotten before. She got it. To her that love her, somebody taking care of her. Her dream is to be a ride or die. I can't change her. That's her dream right now. Her dream is not even to be what she is, a gymnast, a talented, gifted ass gymnast. This could be an athlete. She can do whatever the she want to do. She chooses to do this. Her dream is to be a ride or die. Let her be that until she realizes she's worth more. Until she realizes who she really is. She's so young right now, nothing I tell her. She gonna look at what I say. Oh, she hating on me. I wouldn't be surprised if she tell me, get you a blue face. I pray for her.
And that in a bucket. Put that all together. Christian Rock, what she does. This is why women do not hold other women accountable.
Sometimes she was right. Sometimes you can't tell people about themselves.
She is right.
They're not very receptive in certain situations.
This is where women have gotten. This is where women have learned something that us men don't understand. Especially women have learned. Women have learned that you can't tell a woman that is on what she wants to do. You can't tell her nothing because she ain't gonna hear it. All she gonna do is say you hating on her.
Yeah. It's just gonna sound like an alarm.
You
know how your alarm go off in the morning and it's like,
yeah.
That's what it's gonna sound like.
and it's that's why women can't hold. That's why women can hold other women accountable. That's why they don't. Remember, those relationship coaches. All of those relationship coaches. Ivana Fix My Life.
Ayana
Van Zandt. Yeah. And other relationship coaches, and they saying, "Oh, women don't care." Women, you cannot tell a woman who has fixed in her mind what she believes. You can't tell her she's wrong.
That goes for men too, because you can't.
If
anybody has something made up in their mind as right, you can't go to them and present facts as wrong, even if it's facts, opinions.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound like rubbish.
Yeah, but I'm saying why women don't hold women accountable.
Because
y'all know that it ain't gonna matter.
Because they have to be in a point of.
They gotta be at a point that, just like she said, just like Jess Hilarious just said, until they reach a point. But that point is already past them having whatever, having kids, having their heart broken, all of this stuff. And it's not even. You're right. It's not just women. It is men, because I was like that as a kid. But even when we try to teach our kids stuff, it's like when I start talking, like trying to have real conversations with them, they were like, "Oh my God."
But sometimes they come back to you and be like,
yeah. But that's like, I've even tried it with my sister, and I realized, like I said, I got 4 sisters, and I realized years ago, like, if it's something that they got going on in their life, unless they ask me, I'm just gonna love on them, hug them, because you can't get somebody to do something that they don't want. I remember it was my sister was having an issue with her husband at the time, and I was like, "Well, you need to do this," and the way she looked at me, like, I'm thinking she gonna be like, "Yeah, you right." She looked at me in a certain kind of way, and I was like, "You ain't gonna worry about me saying nothing no more. Whatever go on in y'all marriage, whatever go on in your life, I'm cool. I love you, you love me, and I'll hug you. And if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But I ain't gonna say nothing more." Yeah. And that's how women have learned to do, even with y'all friends. Like, if you.
Men too, don't leave men out. It's just like football.
I know, but here's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get men to understand. Yeah. That's the only reason I'm saying. I'm trying to get men to understand, because they always. I've heard a lot in the YouTube community and other communities where women have a problem with accountability, and women don't hold other women accountable.
Just
and
they say this way. It's like football. You know how in football they have where you play your positions, and you have to communicate with that other person, and you throw the ball for the next person to catch it? Yeah. If they're not ready to catch that pass, it's going to be a fumble. Yeah. So you have to know that you throwing that pass, it's going to fumble. Yeah. But sometimes the next time you throw it, they're looking for it, and then they catch it.
Here's the other part, though. And I didn't even think about this till right now, but I realized, and I was like, that's a good point. I have to talk about it. I have to say it. The other part, and here's where the problem is. Here's where the problem is with women. Yeah. Women won't say the negative things to hold another woman accountable, but they'll give her praise. No. Yes, girl, you doing it. Oh, yeah, that dress looks great. Come on. If you can't tell Lizzo her dress looks great. I mean, you can say the dress looks great, but some not women, on her.
Some women. I don't have no problem telling people, you sure about that?
But what I'm saying is that, okay, prime example, at the beginning of it, well, not at the beginning, but earlier in this episode, you said, when you announced, when we were talking about Keke Palmer, you said, "Congratulations, yay." Keke Palmer is not married. She don't even seem like she wants to be married. Barely have any conversation about her significant other. But we're saying, yay. That's what I'm saying. We'll give the praise, but not the correction. Because we know she ain't gonna listen to the correction, but she'll receive the praise. Yeah. We only giving what we know they'll receive, even when we know that what we're giving them probably ain't good for them. That's the problem.
Who's to say marriage is for everybody?
Who's
It's not for everybody.
But but it's not for everybody. But we know there is to be said that, as we discussed,
of a parent
there should be a two parent household has a greater possibility of success for that child.
A 2-parent household that works.
Yes,
because some of them don't work.
That's why I said a greater possibility, not a guarantee, but a greater possibility.
But you know me, I like to look at the full picture.
Yeah,
and bring in the fullness. Of it.
Yeah,
but so I don't disagree, but I'm just saying like you have to think of other concepts that can play a part into it.
Yes. And no.
Because if you think like, hey, 2-parent household is the best way to go.
It
and
is.
You got 2 people that's bumping heads, or you have domestic violence. You have one person has like.
But you adding those things like in that could cause.
That doesn't always work.
But if I say you have a 90. If I say you got a 75% chance of making it to the grocery store if you take this route because it has less potholes and there's no construction, so you probably won't run over a nail. Or if I say you have a 35% chance of making it to the grocery store if you take this route, except you gotta go over train tracks. And there's construction and there's potholes. We can say that more than likely you would prefer to go with the 75% chance than the 35% chance. There's 35% chance you could get there without hitting any potholes or running over any nails. But there's a 75% chance that you can get there if you take the better route. Can we agree that the 75% chance is a better route than the 35% chance route?
Of course.
That's all I'm saying is people, and if we know that somebody has an understanding of the 75% chance and the 35% chance, we have to say that you probably didn't make a good decision by going with a 35% chance because you have a 40% likelihood. You have the 40% less likelihood of being successful. That's all I'm saying.